Hello everybody, this is jaydenshaunts, and today we have to unbox and set up is the new for 2023 Morris Costumes Servo Carnival Barker. This is not the video I initially planned to have come out today. Originally, Soul Stealer was going to come out today, but there was a bit of a mix-up with what I was sent. If we go out to my garage, there is Soul Stealer's box, and as you can see there, description, head 18 pieces, and then over here, spare parts. What I was sent was just a box of heads to Soul Stealer. There's probably about 18 heads, I believe, unless some of them fell out, because the box was ripped open on my porch like this. So, yeah. I have an endless supply of Soul Stealer heads now, and by the time this video is out, they will have already sent me a new Soul Stealer animatronic, and hopefully I don't just get a box of control boxes this time. So anyways, back to the Carnival Barker. This is an animatronic I had my eye on as soon as we saw those photos. I love clowns, I love circus props. This is not a clown, but it is a circus prop, and a really unique one, because we have not seen a Carnival Barker done as far as retail animatronics go. So I purchased this at Trans World back in February. I don't recall how much I paid. I believe they had him for $220 or $230 at the show, maybe even $250. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, he is here now, and I don't recall what he is retailing for, but I will definitely put that link for him to one of the cheapest I can find in the description. Upon opening the box, this is what you see right off the bat. There is his Carny of Souls cloth that goes over the box that he stands on. Oh, there's his head already. Wow, that looks awesome. Look at that. Oh, I'm really excited to get that out. Okay. Here is his staff, his cane, his stick. I'm trying to remember what that's specifically called. I want to say they call it something different for Barker, but I could be wrong. There's his shoes, and then here's his arms. One arm, and then here's another one. Whoop, there's his spine, and then there's his megaphone. And I definitely want to carve out the plastic there and paint it all black, because megaphones are supposed to be hollow, so I'm kind of surprised that they did it like that. And there's his adapter, which is busted open, as is almost every animatronic you purchase from Morris Costumes. The boxes are never closed for the adapters. And then there's his spine. Can I take out his head here? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see this. Okay, is it sealed shut? Okay, it's sealed shut. I'm gonna see if I can do this carefully. There it is, open. Oh my gosh. He looks so good. Wow. I love his detailing. Kind of the paint around his chin to make it look like he has kind of a scruffy beard. His dark purple hair. His mustache and his eyebrows. He is so awesome. I'm so excited for him. Okay, there's his instructions. Here is the top part of his base that he is going to stand on. And I'm not sure the rest of this I can go ahead and do off camera, as there is his torso module, his leg foam, his leg pulls, and his base. Let's get all of his parts laid out and show you what he comes with. Here is everything that Barker comes with. You have the just beautiful head that looks amazing, the step pad, his 2 leg pulls, the bag with all of the cloth, his hat, his costume, and the bag that goes, or the box fabric that goes over the box that he stands on, the hand with his megaphone, the control box, mechanism, torso, shoulder frame, and everything all together, 4 B pulls, the 2 pieces of foam for his legs, his back part, his hand with his cane, his 2 shoes that will be stacked on top of each other, 2 arms left and right, the main base with all the rectangle stabilizers, the top base with all of the connectors for his legs and the parts that connect to those pulls, and his adapter. Let's get to a setup. The first thing that you're going to do is locate all of your straight pulls labeled B and snap lock those into the base. Then you're going to locate your top part of the base labeled C and snap lock that into the top of those 4 poles. Next, we're going to drape on over the Carny of Souls cloth over this frame. A couple of tips for you when sliding this cloth on over is that there is a strip of Velcro in the back. It is not very clear in the instructions. I did not notice it if it was very clear, but I was here trying to put it on there, and I was really worried he's going to rip it. And then I realized there was a piece of Velcro going all the way down the side. And then another part is that the Carnival soles is only on one side. So when you're looking at it, make sure that this is the front and the leg connectors are facing up towards that Carnival soles, because that's where his leg poles are going to connect and help form his knees. Next, go ahead and slide on both of your poles labeled E into those connectors on the base, and then slide on over his shoes. Now we're going to slide on over the leg foam. After sliding on the leg foam, go ahead and slide on over his pants, and after his pants, go ahead and snap lock in the torso frame with the control box and everything to those poles. And now we're going to go ahead and pull up his pants over the frame. Next, go ahead and slide on his spine piece, and now we're going to put on his shirt. After throwing on over his shirt, go ahead and locate the sensor and Velcro that to the pre-cut hole that is on the front of him, so that way when anybody walks by him, the motion sensor will trigger the prop. Now we're going to feed his arms through the sleeves. After sliding through the arms, go ahead and attach his head. This is not going to be a regular head assembly. This is a Servo animatronic with a metal prong in there, so you are going to have to slide on the head, loosen the wing nut before doing so, slide on the head, and then tighten the wing nut so that way the head can swivel and turn all the different ways that it does with that very, very impressive servo technology that Seasonal Visions International has brought into retail. Now we're going to attach his hands. One thing that is very important to mention about both the hands and the arms that I did forget to mention is that these are also attached with cotter pins. So when these are slid down, go ahead and locate the part with the hole and slide that cotter pin through. Since this figure does have all kinds of motion with the body turning back and forth and the arms getting thrown up and down, you definitely want to make sure that those are secured on there very well. Next, go ahead and Velcro up the back of his shirt, and then Velcro on his hat to his head. Now we're going to go ahead and fix up the clothing a little bit, adjust his sleeves, and fix up his hair, and then we're going to plug him in. And here he is, all plugged up and ready to go. I'm going to put him on the constant mode for the sake of saving time for the video of both my time and your time, so that you're not standing here waiting in between each activation for me to wave my hand in front of the sensor. Here we go.
Hurry in to see the insidious ickiness happening under this finger. We have the largest assortment of depraved individuals ever gathered in one place. Hey, I didn't invite them, and they won't leave. Do me a favor and oust them yourself. Just watch out you don't end up as depraved as they are. They have very convincing tactics. Ladies and germs, step right up. Step right up. Don't be shy. This opportunity comes but once in a lifetime. See our wonderful assortment of macabre maniacs inside. Just don't get too close, because boy, are they hungry. I warned him. You pet the creature, you lose a hand. That'll teach him. Gather round, everyone. You will be entranced, mind-bended, hornswoggled and swindled out of every last dime. Enter here and know your lives will never be the same. I'll make sure of that. I dare you to have fun tonight, and tipping is always welcome. Behold, the last and greatest mysteries of mankind will be revealed to those who are smart enough to step inside. From the distant plateaus of the pyramid builders, we bring you horrors so great, hideous creatures so grotesque, you will be running for the exit. But don't bother, we have them blocked. It may be cheap to get inside, but quite costly for you to leave. I love this job! Welcome, welcome! Everyone has such nice memories. get shivers sent down your spine. Hurry, hurry! Our main show is about to begin! Bring the kids! Bring Grandma! Bring the whole family! They'll eat anybody! Feeling a little lightheaded? Grab a refreshment at the snack tent! And know that the E. coli outbreak was a vicious rumor, so grab a serving!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new for 2023 Morris Costumes Servo Carnival Barker. This guy is really cool. He is definitely one of my favorite props to be released this year, and probably one of my top favorite props that Morris has ever released. This guy is awesome. I love his dark purple hair. The movement is so nice and fluid. The costuming is very high quality. I am very impressed with the quality of his clothing. It feels like an actual costume. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the quality of this here. This is kind of thin, and it is also not the highest quality material, but it gets the job done. And again, these shoes, I am not a fan of the quality of SVI clown shoes at all. I really wish they would go to a solid plastic, but I guess it gets the job done. I am very pleased that his face has no deformities whatsoever. The use of the digital eyes was done very well. And one thing that I'd like to point out is how his eyes are positioned. You can see they are kind of pointing down because this is a prop that is kind of towering over you. So you definitely want him looking down towards you. And that is going to be very useful because I plan to build him a stage to shear out of pallets to the entrance of my clown section, so he is nice and heard from above. So that is going to be nice too. He is looking down at you. I am very pleased with this guy. He looks amazing, and I don't recall his price point. I want to say it's about $300 retail. And honestly, I would say that is worth it for what this guy is. He is very cool. The paint job on everything just looks super good. And you are not going to see any deformities on this guy because he has a full mold underneath the head. So that is very awesome. And I'm extremely pleased with this guy, and anybody who does clowns will definitely be pleased with this guy. If you have the opportunity to grab him, I highly recommend him. He's a super cool one, and I am very excited to add him to our display this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.